I am live. Hello. I believe this is working. Can somebody give me... Christian was first here, Antonio, and then Bagelis. G'day. Can you give me a 5x5 on the audio? I know I'm live. There's 11 people watching. I see you. Oh, it's dropped down to 9. What happened there? That was a glitch in the matrix. 5x5 says Christian on the AV. There's always a lag. Like, I watch other live shows. Is it because I'm in Australia? I watch other live shows and they have like instant response with their audience, because I guess, you know, they're in the US and their audience is in the US and everything, and the server, you know, the googly servers are in the US and whatnot, and they're always like instant, whereas me is always a lag. All good. It might peak. It might peak. Like if I speak loudly like this, I think it's going to peak. Double cam. Yeah, there is a double cam because I can't get rid of it. Well, I can, but it's annoying. Yes, my YouTube live stream is set to low latency, I believe. Yeah. Although I go in via StreamYard, but I believe it is. I believe it's set to low latency. Oh, shut up. Don't want to hear myself. See, because I don't do this through YouTube. I don't do it. I do it through StreamYard, which I'm currently streaming to YouTube, Facebook, and Odyssey. And I can stream to as many platforms as I want. So, yeah. How's the weather there? Well, actually turns out it's okay today. It's not raining. So, anyway, the audio should be better this time because, if you notice, I've got my lapel mic. And I've got my Sennheiser desktop receiver. So I've got my Sennheiser mic, wireless mic, and I've got a desktop receiver because I am going to assemble that and get it working. Greetings from the nether regions. Hello from Greece. Looks no more than a couple of seconds. Yeah, but it is very different to other live streams that I've watched that are usually US like live stream, and they get like instant response from the audience. Whereas here, I've got to wait at least a couple of seconds, sometimes 5-10 seconds, before I get a live latency. 0.2. Where are you getting that from? Phoenix? Where do you get that from? Is that Stats for Nerds? If I go into Stats for Nerds, is that there? Yeah, there it is, live mode. Yes, it tells me. I'm looking, I right-click on my video in YouTube and it says optimize for low latency. Seek 47. Don't know what that means, but where are you getting your... volume, normalized, connection speed, 0 frames dropped. What? 1280 by 720? Current resolution is 1280 by 720. Really? Does YouTube not stream in full HD? That's news to me. Yeah, maybe StreamYard had some latency. Yeah, probably. Although, no, actually, I know other YouTubers that use... Oh, no, actually, no, they might stream direct, yeah. You're getting 1080p. 3 hours ago, I was receiving me in 1080p. Let me refresh. I'm going to refresh my... I'm on the YouTube page at the moment. So I'll shut myself up. Stats for Nerds, 1280 by 720. I'm getting 1280. Oh, is that because I've set it to 12? I've set it to auto. Okay. Yeah. All right. There. Yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah, all good. Full HD. All is right with the world. Yep. That's your window resolution. Yeah, yeah. You're right. Professional YouTuber here. So, can we go picture in picture in picture in picture in picture? Not at the moment. In theory, I could. Who wants me to try and get rid of the picture? See, because I can't, right? You would think that I would be able to do this because I'm using my Blackmagic thing, which does all the picture in picture, right? That's where the picture in picture is coming from, my Blackmagic Atem, right? But I've actually got picture in picture turned off. Look, I'll turn it on. I'll show you what happens when I turn it on. That gives me my overlay for when I have my meter up here. I have my multimeter. That's actually my other screen. So I've just got like the bottom portion of my other screen. So if I actually load up my, where the heck is it? NI Virtual Bench. If I load up my NI Virtual Bench, it will pop up. Well, it won't because it's switched off, but you know, there it is there, right? There's the NI Virtual Bench. Oh no, there we go. I'm using demo mode. There you are. So that's, I've set it up. Set up my Atem so that it does that, right? There you are. I've got my multimeter, right? There you go. It's simulated. I've got, whoa, demo waveforms on there and everything, right? It's done that, so I've set that up. So, but if I turn my picture in picture off, it doesn't get rid of my talking head up here. And I've done this so that, yeah, because I really need multiple picture in pictures. And yeah, so it's permanently set up. So to get rid of this picture in picture, I've actually got to go into the Atem software, and I don't even know how to switch it off. I've got to minimize the size. It is ridiculous. I seriously do not understand how the freaking Atem works. It baffles me every single time. And I managed to get this set up so that I can do my multimeter thing, right? I'm happy that I've got it set up. So in most cases, this is what I want, right? I want to be able to turn my multimeter off and on. I want to have my talking head up in the top corner, and then I usually want like a view like that, right? That's my screen, right? That's my other screen. I usually want either the view or I want my Tigano microscope, which is about to boot up. Give it a couple more seconds, it'll boot up, and there, right? I've got my Tigano microscope. So usually that's how I'm operating this thing. But yeah, when I'm doing just a live stream like this, I do want to get rid of that picture in picture. See, that's how I normally have it. And then boom, I can switch that on, which is cool. But to get rid of the thing, I've got to go into the Atem. And I won't show you that because I did that last time. It showed the stream key. That was dumb. Showed me my YouTube stream key. And yes, somebody did use it. I was waiting, and somebody did actually stream to my second channel. Somebody actually did it. And they put up like test, haha, Dave or something. It was cool. Larry's in the background there. See Larry? The camera could be face tracking on Larry. You never know. Anyway, yeah, I've got my camera set up in a weird angle like this. Sorry about this, because I am going to actually, the whole point of this video is to, boom, boom. This crap is why you went back to your OBS from your Atem. So no, yeah, it depends on what you're doing, right? The Atem's fantastic, right? If I want to just sit here, use my microscope and record some content, oh, it's beautiful. I plug in my little hard drive and I simply press record. And it's all set up. I've got my overlay. I don't need to dick around with the computer, right? I don't need to turn the computer on. I don't need to do anything. I just sit down, boom, and I press record. It's great. It's great. But, there's probably a way to set up. I'm sure there's a way to set up the Atem to do exactly what I want, but I haven't figured it out. So it took me enough effort to figure out how to get this permanently set up so that I didn't have to dick around with it, right? So even got a black border around my thing, and the watermark is not the Atem, the EV Blog watermark that's coming from What's he? Actually, I thought about setting up my Atem, because I've got this. I'll show you. I can do this now. See, I can wander around the lab and my audio doesn't break down. Hang on. I actually forget that I can talk to you now. I'm at my desk. I'll show you what I normally use. When you see me do my screen capture videos, and I normally use the Wacom tablet like this, right? Which is a nice little tablet. You know, it's got the pen, and you hook it up to the USBs, and then I use my drawboard PDF software, and I have my camera set up, and that's when I use OBS/XSplit. I don't use OBS, I use XSplit, but same thing. So that's when I use the XSplit software to do on the screen. But the problem is that, yeah, like you're trying to line up, when you're staring at the screen, right? Your camera's up in the corner, you're staring at the screen, and then you're trying to, you know, you're right, like your writing's always a bit off, like it's always slightly off. So it's not the best thing to do. It's not the best thing to be able to like do drawings and whatnot. So what actually turned up on eBay, and I scored this secondhand, got it really cheap. It's a 15 inch X Pen screen. So this is a USB screen. So this is a PC screen. It's a USB screen, and I've only tried it once. It's got a USB interface. I think it comes with a HDMI split cable or something. So it's a screen and a tablet all in one, and it does work really well. The problem is, right, so then in theory I could, like, you know, I could be, I can see what I'm drawing, right? I can see what I'm drawing. So I'm actually drawing on the screen, and it's really good. But the problem is setting it up, physically setting it up so it actually works, right? So, yeah, like you've got to like angle it like this, but you've also got to have a camera, but you also got to have the camera set up so it's right near it. So it looks like, so when you screen capture it, it looks like that you're staring at the screen instead of like, you know, way off. And I can do that with the monitor because the cameras, you know, are like a meter back from the monitor, you know, probably 0.8 meters, something like that, right? It's a decent way back. So it kind of looks like, but if you have this like this, right, obviously you've got to have it close so you write on it. So you write on it like this, but then the camera's so close that the angle of your eyes is all completely off. So I haven't really figured out how to do that yet, but I want to do that. I want to actually do that. So it's just, and yeah, and yeah, and there's no flat surface anywhere, it's empty. I don't know if you're referring to that, but yes, that's another problem, where to physically set it up and how to set up the camera, and then it's got to, and then maybe have a dedicated PC and stuff like that. I thought about setting it up on my mailbag bench so that I could have possibly a camera further back on a tripod, right? I just thought about this last night. I was probably going to try it today, right? There's my mailbag bench over there, right? There's my mailbag bench. I thought about, yeah, like having a stand on there. Like it comes with a stand, but it's not very, well, okay, it's adequate thing, but I think I need more tilt on it. But anyway, I found a piece of cardboard that's almost perfect for it actually. So I was going to try it so that the camera is not like right on the surface here. Like I've tried like having a webcam on the top. I've tried, you know, hanging your normal webcam on the top of here, and it just like, and then it's looking up at your face like this. It just looks bad, right? It just looks really bad. It doesn't work at all, right? So what I need is the camera further back on a tripod, I think, that looks at my face, and then I'm simply staring, you know, and then because the camera's further back, the angle, it looks better. So I'm probably going to try all that today. I think I might trial it. And by the way, why I'm here live, I wasn't supposed to be live, but last minute, Mrs. Evie Blog decided that I don't know, apparently every second week now is weekend kid sports duty or something, and then her tennis match she's got to buy this weekend, and I don't know. So we all turned up. So I was able to turn up here, and the shitty thing is that for those who have wanted a hangout with all the YouTubers, you know, Big Clive and like we did last time, we've been trying to arrange that, but I have not been available. Like everyone's talking like weekend, they want it on the weekend, but I can't do the weekends. I've just got kid duties. So now, I could have done today, I could have done this morning, but I only found that last minute. So no footage of the nostrils. Yeah, it looks really bad. I should have recorded the test footage because it really looks shit. It just looks unbelievably bad. So yeah, I've got to, you know, it has to be a physical thing. So that's why I reckon, like, my normal tripod in front of my mailbag bench, I set this up on my mailbag bench. I'd have to have another computer. It'd have to sit under the mailbag bench. And then I could just use that as a dedicated recording platform. Or I was thinking I could actually use the Atem. I've got another Atem. I've got that smaller one. I could use another Atem and I can set it up under the mailbag bench. That'd be very cool. So I could switch it on, and I'm going to sneeze. And this would give a HDMI output. Oh, well, no, sorry. There has to be a computer. Yeah, it's got to, because this is not a computer. It's just a monitor. It's just a monitor. You can get versions of these that are actually computers that would do the recording and stuff. But anyway, well, that would, you know, run the program, like the drill board program and stuff like that. But I can set up like a small PC under there or something. I thought about doing something like that. So it's like a dedicated thing, so that, you know, if I want to do the on-screen recordings, boom, this is the thing I use. So rather than sitting at my desk and doing it, because currently I've got it set up on my desk. So anyway, that's the plan. Yeah, oh yeah, sorry about that. That sneeze would have definitely peaked. I am a big sneezer. Yeah, sorry, Omar. You had the volume 100%. It blew my speakers and woke up the neighbours. Wow, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I don't muck around with my sneezes. Whereas Mrs. EEV Vlog is one of those, achoo, 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 achoo. And she does five in a row. No, I just get it out. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, tablets. This is really cool. I like it, but there's just, at the moment, there's no easy way to, you know, have nice footage from it. So, yeah, I think that's really annoying. Oh, it's kind of novel being able to walk around and talk. Wow. So, yeah, I've got to set up my mailbag bench. Had to reset up my lights. Oh, pain in the ass. Had to reset up the lights. Some of them still don't work because when I came in one day, I accidentally pressed the light remote control 30 seconds after I walked in, and if I do that, they go into program mode, and I reprogrammed all the studio lights, and they just don't work. And the only way to fix it is to physically get back up there with the ladder. That's why I've got the ladder back in the lab now. Usually it's down in my dungeon, and yeah, it's really annoying. Anyway, I'm going to assemble this PC. A PC. Been thinking PCs now. I'm going to assemble this oscilloscope. You might recognize it. I did a video on this. Sorry, I won't be able to see the chat. Hang on. I will put this window. I have the tools, I have the talent to at least put it up on this screen here. That Sennheiser mic has fantastic RF reception. Don't forget if you go to the toilet. Yeah. Well, who wants me to see how far it goes? Who wants me to do a walk around? That's the it's the EW 100 G3. I think they're up to like G5 or something. I think I'm several versions behind. I'll go for a walk. I'll go around the corridor and I'll put it back in my pocket, and I'll go for a walk all the way around the corridor. Sorry I can't take the camera. Wouldn't want to show you anyway. Don't lock myself out. Don't lock myself out. Oh, it's dark. Spooky. You still with me? Well, you'll probably get the echo now, although it's a lapel mic. They're walking past my next door neighbours. So going around, actually what I'll do is I'm going down, I'm going outside. I'm going to go outside. I'm at the fire escape now. I don't know if you can still hear me. I've opened the fire escape door and I'm outside. Wish you could see it. I won't tell you what I've got a view of, but yeah, I won't lock myself out. But yeah, it's not raining. I'm in the fire escape stairwell. There you go, you heard that. I'm in the fire escape stairwell and I'm going back around the other side, and now I am on the back side of my office because I'm in the middle, so I can tap on the glass. Hello. And, oh, somebody else is here. They're a new there's a new real estate agent that's moved in. And now I'm at the lifts. So now I can see outside. The good thing about the lifts is that's got big windows, almost floor to ceiling windows. So I can see my parking spot outside. Nobody's parked in it. And see two rather attractive girls down in the car park, for those wondering. And passing the toilets, and I'm coming back. I am coming back. So, did you get that whole thing? Was there any breakup at all? I am back. Tell me if that broke up. Beulah, Beulah, Beulah. Toilet okay. You heard the two nice girls. 100% perfect the whole way, really? No cuts. Wow. Wow. Excellent. Great range for musicians. He's got not a single drop so far. Nice. Audio is still perfect from outside. Yeah, well, I didn't shut the door, but I was physically standing in the fire stairwell. So that's pretty good. Wow. You want to hear more about the two girls? I don't know. There was two girls. They just looked down at my parking spot and there were two girls. Rather attractive girls standing down near my parking spot. Which is free, has that sign, has the sign on it. My experiment worked. So anyway, yes, this is the what is it? It's the TDS 540D. TDS 540D. That's the 500 meg, 4-channel, 2 gig samples per second. So you know, it's a pretty specky scope. It's the dumpster one, and you've seen me do a video of this before, and I have actually done it wasn't a live video, it was a oh geez, that's bent in. The front of that is bent in. I don't know if you can see that, but that is bent. Yeah, so that picture-in-picture is not too annoying, I hope. So, no, I don't think it is. Anyway. Perfect reception, not a single drop. Get a robot so we can fix stuff when you leave. Need a Tesla bot. Need a Tesla bot. Who actually thinks Tesla's going to release the Tesla bot? Anyone? Anyone? My guess is, well, be at least a few years and then it'll be pretty lame. You know, I'm sure there's no shortage of people who'll buy it. They'll probably make a killing, right? There'll be 10,000 pre-orders for Tesla bots at $20,000 a pop, right? So, anyway, just taking this out because what I've done is I've ordered, I actually got off my ass and I finally ordered the, I finally ordered the LCD for this because I'm going to convert this to an LCD. The CRT, I decided not to repair the CRT. I don't want it. Don't want it repaired. So I'm going to yeah, so I've ordered like an LCD for it, so I'm going to convert it to LCD. Oh yeah, look well, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Already got an LCD. What? I thought I didn't have one. This is obviously not the right one. Oh yeah, no, this is totally not the right form factor. So I must have had this from something else. I must have had this from something else and I was just trialing it. Anyway, I have actually ordered one that is supposed to be like the better form factor and fits nicely and stuff like that. So maybe I can get that. And is that even yeah, that is VGA. There you go. So yeah, I don't know where I got that from, but that's interesting. Wow. Okay. So, geez, yeah, there's all parts. Oh, gee. All sorts of parts in here. Bag of screws. Look at that. I was thoughtful to myself, and I bagged up all the screws. And cables coming out the wazoo. Stuff just keeps coming. It's like a clown car. There's something right up there. Oh, that's the these LCDs often come with those little remote control things. So, anything else left in there? Nope. So this is just it's got the UV kind of window. No, it's got like the touchscreeny window on it, but it also has another sheet of glass in there, I think, as well. Anyway, the nice magnesium alloy case is just beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful. So, anyway, so all that space is going to be free in there, and it'll the weight will be lower as well because there's no CRT, there's no big CRT driver board and stuff. But there's the power supply. Oh. Yeah, sorry, picture in picture. There's the big power supply. And this does actually work, or it did. Did originally work. So I'm going to plug it all back together and I'm going to see. Someone says put a hand tech inside. Just pinch to zoom the LCD. Just stretch the LCD. Is that, no, I don't think that LCD is from the old, no, it's not from the that cheap scope, no. I think it's the same form factor though. I think it's the, yeah. Yeah, I know the picture in picture is totally unnecessary, I know, but I've got to go into the thing to, yes, I heard that, yep, Biden gathered all the car companies to talk about electric cars and didn't invite Tesla. Yeah, and now they want to try and block Elon from the sale of Twitter. Isn't that the glass thingy, the colorizer? Yeah, good point. This is available in a color version, but this is not the colored version. So I don't know if the non-colored version comes installed, but no, it's not the shutter because it does an electronic shutter thing, doesn't it, for the different colors? No, it's not that. It just has the interface. The only interface going to it is the buttons. So it's just merely a no. Sorry, when I said touchscreen, it's not a bloody touchscreen. No, it's just a filter. It's just like a glass filter thing. So yeah. Yep, unfortunately there are two knobs missing, which is kind of annoying. Maybe I'll just take this third one off to make it match. and they're not like standard like fluted ones either, which is really annoying. So I can't just replace them with a standard knob. You might have to 3D print a knob or something, but it isn't the same. I don't know. But anyway, let's put this back together and see if it, because the goal is to get it to power up again. So, and possibly use this LCD board. So, right, so I've got to figure out what the hell that is. What the hell this is, okay? That's obviously matches the back of this board here. Oh, okay, that does the hard drive board. Okay, right. So I'm going to put this back on. That has the hard drive interface. The hard drive doesn't run the operating system, I don't think. I think it just like storage. If anyone knows any different, let me know. But I think that's the case. All right, so I'm going to put that in there. I might upgrade the floppy too to like a USB or something, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I'll probably just sell this when it's done, when it's put back together, because I've got no need for it. It's like I've got scopes coming out the wazoo, so it's not like I need it. Okay, that's the VGA cable. That's the printer. This is something else, and then right. So this one is going to connect this board with the processor board on the top here. I love the clips on these. These are just gorgeous. They really are. Just absolutely stunning. Well, I won't screw it all back in yet because... Oh, I think I'm supposed to put the boards on first, actually. It's kind of like a middle level, and it slides back into place. I just want to get it together because I'm going to take it apart again to install the LCDs. So I want to. So this board. That one connects that to there. Okay. This one connects these two boards, and there is a third. There's a third board which goes on top. Right. See, yeah, this is why I should have done this outside. I think what you're supposed to do, see, is actually assemble all of this together outside of here. Oh no, there we go, there we go. There we go, there we go, that clips in. I heard a click. But now that's offset back. See how they are perfectly lined up? So that's weird. Thank you, Heinrich, again. It's still missed, and it's my last one this year. Thank you. If I had to get rid of all my scopes but one, which one would I keep and why? I would definitely keep the new MX-04. No contest. Geez, it's schmick. Yeah, the old, TDS 540, yeah. Can't even properly do a screenshot, yeah. Okay, so that is supposed to connect these two boards together. There you go. Oh yeah, I guess they just settle themselves. They just sort themselves out there. So, okay, so once I've done that, then I can pop this in. Then we've got, that's the front panel encoder thing. There's another IDC over there, I don't know what that does. Oh, that's the CRT output. Okay, we don't need that. Centronics, I don't need to plug in Centronics. Do need to plug in the VGA output. Okay, I do need to plug in this IDC cable. Two IDC cables, boom, 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 okay, so they're all in the bottom, and this one connects that with the bottom board. Guess they use ribbon cables for all the others, but not for this. Why? Wanted a bit more signal integrity, perhaps. That'd be the only reason. And there is a big board on the bottom, isn't there? Yes, there is. That's all the acquisition hardware. There you go. That's all the acquisition hardware. Lots of heat sinks. And there's a big hunkin' chunkin' fan on the side, which is flapping around in the breeze there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's mounted on one side on little rubber. Is there a rubber standoff? But anyway, so they're your front end cans, of course, nicely sealed. I've done a full tear down of this, haven't I? Don't know if I took the can off, but yeah, there's all your acquisition hardware. Got nice coax outputs here. They go to the B and C's on the back. So I reckon, should I try and power that up? Where does the ribbon plug in? I think the ribbon might plug it. Oh, yeah, I can see it. The ribbon plugs into this, and it is plugged in. So I should be able to get the touchy buttons. So this should power up. Who wants to see the magic smoke escape? All right. Oh, I heard a click. I mean, like a little cap was charging up. LED display is blinking. Oh, lights. Well, it's flashing. No, it's got an error. It's got an error. Don't know if you can see that. All those front panel lights are flashing. And it's flashing 8 on the LCD up here. Have I mucked around with the dip switches or something? I think I might have. And there's a switch here. I don't know what that does. Has been in storage for quite some time. Maybe it finally died. Although I don't think these dip switches are correct. I might have to look up the dip switches. But anyway, the boards are all getting power. And I do believe everything's plugged in. But nah, I'm just getting flash. I don't... It doesn't need the CRT, it doesn't read back from the CRT driver board, which is not connected. So it shouldn't need that. I think that is an RTFM. That might be an RTFM to get the dip switches set correct and whatever this switch here is on the side. Does anyone... No magic smoke. The switch on the right is for cow data protection. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know which... See, it doesn't have it on the silk screen. There is nothing on the silk screen here which tells you which way... Like, please, was it too hard to put on, off? Like cow, on, off or something? Like, there's a push button switch here. Don't know what that does. But I don't remember that doing anything. But I do remember playing around with these dip switches, and they're all currently set to on. So they're all currently set to on. So I do remember playing around with that, and it put it in some like boot, some sort of like startup mode or something, like a diagnostic mode or something. So yeah, I wonder if there's anything on the screen. That's the whole point of doing this. Yeah, I thought I had a VGA cable here, but I don't. So I'm going to have to round up I've got a monitor, which has no stand. But, so we can we've got a monitor. Yes, it's a dumpster monitor. Of course it is. They're all dumpster monitors. Every single monitor I've got's a dumpster monitor, I think. And VGA cable. Okay, where are we? Here we go. Get into my tub of cables, tub O cables. And I'll put the tub back. Look, I'm being I actually put the tub back after I got a cable out. Wow. So, geez, that metal's sharp. Don't like that. Okay, let's see if we actually get an output on the screen here. Not sure if, oh God, there's nothing to, it's nothing to, I'll put it on the side over here, like this. All right, let me power that back on. Anything? Nah. Nah. Unless I'm not choosing the right input or something. What's... Oh, this has got buttons on the back. Should auto, you'd think it'd auto detect no signal. Oh, there we go. D sub. No signal. Yeah, it's definitely got a selected D sub input, and there's nope, not a sausage. So it's disappointing. So yeah, definitely going to have to RTFM on that one and see if the dip switches are. Hoping for magic smoke, sorry. Oh, shouldn't the fan be running? Yes, it should, but it's not plugged in. I don't think that matters. No, it's only a 2-cable jobby, so I can't detect whether or not the fan's plugged in. Well, that's a complete fizzer, isn't it? Yes, it did work before, Roderick. It did. I've done videos on it. It did work. I've done a dumpster, can't remember what video number it was, probably 700, 800, something like that. It's been a while. So, I guess if I can, oh bloody, I've got a cabled keyboard because I ditched the USB thing. What is it? A TDS 540 user manual. PDF. Or would it be service manual? It'd be service manual, right? The user manual won't have the error codes and stuff. Service manual, TDS 540 digitizing, comes from w140.com, the tech wiki. There we go. I have the tools, I have the talent to switch that. Boom. Oh, sorry, if I had the, I've had the scope on all the time. Sorry. I'm viewing the wrong output. Lubrication. Lubrication's important, people. It's important to lubricate your scope. International power cords. There's a whole section on international power cords. So can we do like error? Measurement map of display functions, probe compensation. I assume this is searchable. No? No. Error code? We just search for error. Nah, document's not searchable. Oh, that's annoying. Gonna have to find. Watching this and a movie at the same time. Infinite on Amazon Prime. Haven't heard of Infinite. $5 and 10% luminance patches. Diagnostics, 651. So if I go to 651, gee. This could be a while, 651. Come on. 622. Bloody comprehensive, this thing. Unbelievable. They don't make them like this anymore. $6.51. Troubleshooting. Diagnostics. Has 2 levels of internal diagnostics. Press shift, then utility. Well, that doesn't help because allow 20 minutes for your oscilloscope to warm up. No. Okay, there's your protection switch. So it needs to be unprotected, protected. Okay, so protected needs to be up. So I'll just leave that up like that. I think that's how it was. But that's not the problem. Oh, look at the flow chart. Look at the diagnostic flow chart. Primary troubleshooting procedure. Press on the principal power switch. Can you hear the fan whirring? No, because I've disconnected it. When the oscilloscope, hang on, this is great. When the oscilloscope powers on, do the front panel lights come on and then go off about 30 seconds later? No. Perform the process of front panel troubleshooting procedure. Okay, so they're flashing. No, they don't come on and off 30 seconds later. So it's not in there. It's not in the main troubleshooting procedure anyway. Anyway, I really want the... Wow. Look at all these. This is so comprehensive. Very impressive. Nominal supply voltages. There you go. And it's like, has it got the dip switch settings? More. Display troubleshooting procedure. Wow. Wow. But yeah, the thing's obviously not booting. They even show you where the probe points are. Acquisition module. Wow, very impressive. Thing is, this doesn't seem to have searchability. So, this is really annoying. Check that out. Start getting into the block diagrams. I don't think we actually get the schematics, do we? Don't think so. I think we get block diagrams and yeah, schematics aren't in there. Yeah, I can't search. That's annoying. So there you go. Wow. All right, well, that's that for that, I think. I think we've come a gutser. I'm not going to spend any more time on it right now. I'm going to wait until my screen comes in. I just wanted to boot it. I just wanted to get it assembled to the point where I could, you know, and see if it booted up. Although I guess I got to fix it one one time or another, don't I? Only the schematics to the TDS 520B exist. Do I still take visitors? Not generally, John. Read the chat, there's info, okay? I'm going back through the chat. 622 refers to the flashing code 8 in the right center of the flowchart. Oh, thank you. Oh, now I've got to go back to 622, do I? Where was 622? Oh, come on. Come on. Copyright 1992. Good year. What was I doing in 92? I was working at Pacific Communications in 1992. What, 622? Oh, God. Can I just jump to... Oh, well, it was 665. That's pretty good. 622. No, it was 651 was the flow chart. Oh, yeah, 622. There you go. Primary troubleshooting procedure. Really? Did I miss it? Flash in 8. Does DS1 first flash .8 then display a sequence of hex numbers? Aha. No. Does DS1 flash 8 then display the sequence of hex numbers pausing to flash .c? No. No. Does DS1 flash 8 then display the sequence of hex numbers pausing to... No. Replace the A11 DRAM processor display module. Oh, wow. Right, so it's not supposed to flash 8. Like, I definitely would not follow that flowchart. I don't think that's right. Sorry, whoever wrote this, but I think there's something else. Like, it's a reset thing. It is a reset thing. It's like power supply reset. It's hiccup in, or either the power supply's hiccup in, or something else is causing it to reset. Because obviously displaying the 8 is the first thing it does. And then nothing, and then it just resets and keeps flashing 8, 8, 8 over and over. So it's clearly not being allowed to go through its sequence. So, and no, I don't think it's the entire board. It's like, change the entire processor board because you get a flashy 8. No. No. I'll plug the fan in. Just for that authentic fan noise. I don't think it's detecting the fan. It's only a 2-wire jobby, but you could detect that. But who knows? That'd be embarrassing if it was. That's just the Centronics output. I haven't forgotten anything. All right. I'll plug this thing in. That's the front panel, which does the controls and the touch buttons. I've plugged this in. Still don't have the dip switch settings, but I don't think the dip switch settings would affect the bootability. There's another board under the acquisition hardware too. Oh, that's power supply. That's power supply. Okay, so these ribbon cables on the side here are used for power supply. Right. Oh, sorry. These ribbon cables on the side here, that second one is power supply. So yeah, that second one there's power supply. Bottom one is the acquisition board. This one's that hard drive board, so storage board. And the top one is all your processing. It shouldn't need the CRT. I can't remember if I ever tested it without the CRT. The CRT didn't work, but it was plugged in. I can't remember. I'd have to watch my own video back. I don't remember. So, hey, no, it's now working. It was the fan. Really? Whoa. Yeah, it's flashing. It went through a cycle. All the LEDs are on. It's now flashing top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom segment. On the, hey! There you go. It was there. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. It boots. Maybe, I don't know, is the Dallas SRAM in this thing going? because there are 2 Dallas non-volatile SRAMs in this. There you go. It's going to work. Yeah. Yep. We're in like Flynn. Yep. There it is. Wow. And I can short out the button and clear menu. I don't know which is clear menu. It's the bottom one. Yep. There you are. Yep. So that works. That works. Thank you, who pointed out the flow chart. Ultimately, didn't do the business. I'm going to, right. So, I'm going to, let's try and prove that. I'm going to disconnect the fan, right? It's the only, oh, it's got a bloody clip on it. It's the only thing I'm going to do is disconnect the fan. I'm going to turn it back on. I think it'll work. I reckon there's something else afoot. Where's the bloody power switch gone? Power switch has magically disappeared. What the hell? There it is. No, it detects the fan. There you go. It detects the fan. It's flashing the 8. And flashing the, you have to trust me, it's flashing the LEDs on the front. Wow. Wow, I would not have guessed that. It must have some circuitry to detect that the fan is connected, because it's not like the fan's only a 2-wire jobby. There you go, power's up 7, 8, it went through the count. It went through the count. Wow, who would have thought, huh? That made a fool out of me. I would not have guessed that. Who else would have guessed? Be honest. Who else would have... Troubleshooting, director's cut. Who else would have guessed that it was detecting the fan and that was causing it to cycle boot? I wouldn't have guessed that. Although the fan does plug into the processor board. There's a bit of a giveaway. It plugs in the processor board, not into the power supply board. Oh, in my thank you, Heinrich. In my old video, the dip switches are all moved to the left. Okay, thank you. Oh, I have to be caught up on the chat. Heinrich thought it was the fan. What? There's audio clipping. I was getting too excited there, was I? Current sensing, need that tiny bit of cooling. Yeah, I would assume it's fan current detection. The threat of percussive maintenance filled it with fear and it decided to work. Yeah, but I definitely verified that it's the fan. It detects the fan. I deserve 2 burgers now. What's the time? Ooh, 10:30. Should I have pop quiz? Should I have the burger and chips, or should I have a free satay chicken rice bowl? Because they don't make the Mongolian chicken anymore. It's free because I've ordered my 8 and I get my 9th one free. I do believe I've got a free one. Should I get a free satay chicken bowl, or should I get burger and chips, the real expensive burger and chips? Bloody expensive. It's like 21 bucks or something. It's really expensive. Like, it's a bloody good burger and chips, but it's, premium. It's premium stuff, right? I can go to KFC's or go to Macca's and get absolute garbage, right? Or I can go to another local, or I can go to Oporto. Oporto burgers aren't that great. It's cheaper, but it's not, it's just, yeah. Save the chicken for Monday. Free anything tastes better. Free. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, the satay. No, it's not a beef burger. I'm not really a beef eater. It's chicken. It's chicken. Best price is free. Free chicken burger. Burger, bacon. They don't have an add bacon option. I'm one of their good customers. I'm sure they'll add it for me, but you can't automatically add it on the... on some of their other things, you can add bacon, but on this you can't. Run the SPC. There is a gnarly offset now on the display channel. Yeah, there is a... I don't know if that's actually... Yeah, that is an offset, isn't it? What volts? We're 100 millivolts per division. Geez, that's a heck of an offset, isn't it? Geez. Wow, that's like 60 millivolts offset. Wow, you're not kidding. It's gnarly, all right. Date, 27th of May, 2003. I don't know if you can see that, but no, you can't. 2003. But, yeah, there you go. Wow. Anyway, no, I'm not going to run that now. I'm not going to dick around. But, yep, there you go. It does actually... Oh, it continuously flashes. That LED display just flashes up the top segment, bottom segment. It just alternates like that, top and bottom segment. I assume that's running mode, running man. I think the majority want the free chicken. As a student, I'd say free is the way to go. Nothing better than free. Yeah, the satay. All right. I'll save my money. I'll say... What I'll do, okay, I'll get my free, what I'll do is I'll get my free lunch and I will put 20 bucks into Bitcoin. I'll buy 20 bucks worth of Bitcoin. Who wants me? I'm kind of sort of started. So you might not get to say in it, but another pop quiz, okay? If I write, it is not a book. It's going to be a very short, it'll be like the top 10 things to build in wealth or something, you know, top 12 tips to, you know, to build in wealth. Who would pay like $2 for that? Who would pay $2 for my knowledge of building wealth? You know, it'd be short. Like the whole idea is that it wouldn't be like a book, like it'd be like 10 or 12 pages. It'd be like 1 page per tip. Right, there'd be like 10 or 12 tips or something, and I'd do like a page explanation for each tip, and that'd be it. It'd be like a short little booklet kind of thing. Who would actually pay that? How much would you pay? That's another thing. Would you want it? Would you actually? Nope. Just fine, you know, and not every, you know. And why would I listen to a YouTube engineer about wealth advice? Okay, let's assume like you would not pay for that. Game Boy Genius wouldn't pay for it. You just wouldn't buy it. Tip 1: don't buy the book and save your $2. Yeah. Is there anyone? No book like Kathy Loves Physics. Yeah, a lot of people. Everyone loved that interview. That was great. That was good fun. Might have to get Kathy on again. My patrons would get it for free. The plan is that I'd give it to my patrons first for free and get feedback on it, I guess. And then I don't know, what is the best way to do it? Would the best way, like if I'm going to do this, would the best way to be, yeah, it'd just be like a PDF. It'd be like a, yeah. So would I just put it on like Amazon Books? Even though it's not really a book. It's more of a, you know, well, it's more of a small booklet, like 10 or 12 pages. But I guess there's no stopping you putting a 10 or 12 page book on Amazon, right? Would I just whack it on Amazon and then put a few bucks on it? Only if it had something you couldn't Google. Well, it's just it's just my opinion on it. You know, would anyone, Dave, you are worth millions, Dave Musk. I don't know. Maybe, you know, I don't know. I might sell a few thousand. Who knows? Don't know. Or maybe it's a perk. Maybe it's a perk of being a patron. Get my How to Build Wealth book. You think it's a good idea for Amazon? Yeah. Amazon has pretty much cornered the market, haven't it? And you can order it printed if you want. Don't know why you'd want to order the 12 pages printed, but yeah, it's not a printed book. It's just be a short thing. The whole idea was that I'd simply give you 10 or 12 tips to building wealth and a short explainer on each one, like a page tops. And it would just, yeah. Chi, 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 chi. Or CHE. I just want the electronics, and like back in the day, not the lazy content and streams. You don't want the streams, yet here you are on the stream having a bitch about the streams. Do you realise the irony? Like an hour into the stream, Chi pops in and goes, I don't like streams. I don't like lazy content. Somebody crapped on the other day, commented, I just find them hilarious, right? Who didn't like my Roslock, not the Roslock video that I released, but the one I extracted from the stream where I could, like the other week, the last live stream I did, I compared the 6-lever jobby to the 9-lever jobby, right? And that was just like buried in the middle of a 2-hour live show. So I thought that was interesting content. And, and you'll never find it otherwise. Never be. So what I did is I edited it. It took a lot of effort actually to edit that. It took me time and effort to edit that, substantial time and effort to edit that out and make that a streamlined, polished video, which I put on my second channel. And he complained, oh, this is lazy content because you just uploading duplicate content. No, bullshit. Watch the live version and then watch my edited version. Huge difference. And it's searchable. It's in the title so that people can find it. YouTube's the world's second biggest search engine, right? And I just yeah. And I cop abuse that I'm just doing lazy re-uploaded content. Jesus. Can't win. Yeah, I hate shorts. I was going to do some shorts. Because I know it annoys people. I haven't bid on vintage test gear on greys for a long time. I used to. I was probably one of the people bidding against you, but I haven't looked at greys for a long time. Well, I just looked the other day. I just looked for a couple of things the other day, but yeah, generally, no, I'm just not doing it regularly anymore. I've just got too much freaking test gear. I don't need more vintage test gear and shit. Although now I'm trying to acquire a thermal cabinet. I'm trying to acquire a thermal and humidity cabinet for battery testing. I want to get a proper vibration table. I found some on AliExpress. There's these Chinese companies selling all these great shaker and vibration tables now. They look really good, and they're like $1,000 or something. So I think I'm gonna get it. What's Grays? Grays Online is just a local Australian surplus auction place. Although it's turned more into like an online thing. It used to be like, you had to turn up to the auction and stuff. You had to physically turn up, and I turned up quite a few times to the physical auctions. That's where I got a lot of my stuff from. In fact, all my old haul videos, where I get a huge auction score haul, like a pallet worth of test gear. That's where I got it from. Or Grays, or there's another one as well. Mannheim's another one who mostly sell cars, but they occasionally do surplus test equipment and gear. I did a vid on 3 items that I got outbid on. Yeah, well, it might have been me. I think I'm Dave J on there. I think I use my real name. No, if you see DJ, that's right. It only puts the person's initials. So if you see DJ, it's me. There could be another DJ, but if you see DJ, it's me. I got so many. Yeah, seriously. I got 3 new scopes. I got the MX-04 series. You can probably see. Well, I don't want to use the middle finger. The MX-04 series. I've got the Rigol HDO 1000 series and got the Rigol HDO 4000 series, and I haven't finished videos on. I got so many videos to do. So yeah, I'm going to call it quits now. I'm going to make use of my rare Saturday that I've got. So Yes, I have set the protection switch. I've set it to cow protect. That was not a humidity chamber. That was just a temperature chamber. So, yeah. Yeah, and I've got all that stuff. I've got all that stuff. Right, I've got so much stuff. I've got so much stuff. I've got a vintage boombox that I want to tear down and maybe do a repair video on. I've got 3 scopes. I've got that. I've got another vintage computer here. The world's first microcomputer is here. I can't pick it up and carry it over. It's so heavy. I could, but I'd probably trip over. And it's been sitting on the floor here for ages. The world's first desktop computer I've got. The world's first desktop computer I've got here. And all that stuff, that's still sitting down in the dungeon downstairs. And I want to do teardowns of those. And it's just like, what was the answer to the movie quest on Twitter? I posted it. It was Collision Earth. Apparently there's 2 movies called Collision Earth. This is the 2011 version. Collision Earth. You have all 3 of my meters. Thank you, Jackie. You got the whole set. Collect the whole set. You got lucky and got some CSRO gear. Yeah, I got some. Obviously, yeah, my rubidium frequency standard, that's all CSIRO. My HP frequency counter. Any more solar install updates? Not yet. I do plan on installing 4 more solar panels. I still haven't decided about the battery solution yet. Yes, the computer is an actual desktop. It is literally the world's first desktop standalone computer. I guarantee you won't be able to guess which one it is. I betcha. I betcha no one can guess it without resorting to Google. What is the world's first desktop computer? And I've got it. And there's other videos I want to do. There's a couple of debunking videos. There's tons of oh my God. There's tons of stuff, not to mention part 3 of the MacGyver project. But I need the screen for that. I need to set up that screen thing for that. No, the housework, bloody council's been slowed. Plans haven't been approved by council yet. And the pool is a mud pit. Haven't even finished demolishing the existing foundations yet, let alone digging the hole. The rain's been a real bitch. The excavator truck got bogged in our front yard. Got bogged in the grass in our front yard, and he had to call a tow truck, and he'd already filled up his truck with a couple of tons worth of rubble, right, that he's digging up with his little digger. And so they had to, and if you've seen the little street I'm in, the little cul-de-sac, ooh boy, and it's steep too, and it's like, oh boy, no. The truck, this huge tow truck had to come in, and he wasn't just a regular truck, it was already filled with all the rubble, and had to pull him out of the mud. Oh, jeez. In Rossman's channel, 90% of the chat members are blue spanners. Makes a refresher. Oh, that's the moderator, right? That's moderators. I don't have any problems in my chats that need any sort of moderation. So, and I don't do it often enough. No, it's not an IMB V2000. Nope, it's not a Xerox. Nope, it predates all those. It's not an Apple I, predates an Apple I. Alto Xerox, nope, predates that. It's not a PDP at 11, I said desktop. Actual desktop. I can pick it up and carry it over here. Just. It's pretty heavy. Will the battery be sponsored? I don't do sponsored videos. I do accept free shit, and I'll use it. But I don't consider it a sponsored video as such. I know a lot of people disagree with that and hate it, but that's how I've always worked, so stick it. Like, they don't pay me cash. Like you can't eat the battery, right? I can't eat the oscilloscope that Roden Schwartz just sent me, right? I can't eat it. It doesn't feed my kids. You know, it's like... Winner, winner, chicken dinner, Olivetti. Jody's got it. Nope, it predates HP. It predates HP. In fact, Olivetti sued HP for their, what was HP's first one, the 9100 or something? What was HP's first computer? It actually copied. It copied stuff in the patent from the Olivetti. And Olivetti successfully sued HP for their first computer. HP got sued for their first computer. Little known fact that they used something in their patent, and they deliberately used it. And they admitted it in court, and they went, oh, okay, yeah, we'll just pay you. Let's figure out a royalty. They paid them like a royalty. I think it was $900,000, which I guess was a lot in like the 1960s. Yeah. I don't know how much it cost. I actually forget. That would be Mrs. EEV blog. All right, sorry everyone, show's over by order of Mrs. EEV blog. So, yep, sorry. Got to go pick up the huckster. Yes, I do have a good memory. HP paid Olivetti $900K in royalties for their 9100. Yep, a infringement of some Programmer 101 features. Yep, correct, abundo. I do have a sometimes good memory, sometimes bad memory. So anyway, I have to go, guys. I have to go pick up the huckster. He wants to come back to the lab. Catch you next time.